It's starting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, y'all ain't throwing it like us. I mean, yeah.
Yo,
Ladies and
are
gentlemen,
we live? Are we live on the
we
gram
are.
too?
I can't hear nobody.
Oh, we got tech issues. All right, here we go. Here's Eric.
There we go.
What up, Eric?
Hang on, we're going live on the gram as well.
Oh, that's what I was
Perfect.
checking. Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
We're good,
perfect.
boys. We're in there. Le'Veon Bell, 26,
I love that.
the best running back of the 2010s. You heard it
Was
here.
he
I'll
the
be
best
80.
running back of the 2010s? Is that like
He's up
confirmed?
there. It's a debate between him and a couple other guys, but when you see that top 5 list, my man definitely gets his respect. I'll
All right.
be 80 years old on a porch somewhere telling some kid, you don't know what it was like watching that man in 2016.
Hold on. I'm just making sure. I don't know if we're live on the gram or not.
We are. We're good. I'm going to grab me a White Claw.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Kai's going White Claw. Yeah.
No, I know.
Kai is going to be the drinker
It's
tonight.
a different night tonight, I see.
Yeah, I don't have any wine on hand.
I didn't even think Kai drank. I'm not going to lie.
I didn't think he drank either. This is new to me. But like Wednesday nights.
Wednesday night.
It's a good night for it. Kai's the one that taught me about Moscow mules back in the day at the Bassmaster Classic in Fort Worth, Texas. Yes. Oh, yeah. We got a standing ovation walking into that bar. That was fun. Shout out to Luke Duncan.
Yeah. We also probably part of that was it took us 5 hours to get in because none of us had an ID. I don't know how we got there without an ID, but yo, Des, take it away. Give us the intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us tonight on our hangout. It's been quite the week. We'll get into that later, but we'll start off with music and how everyone's feeling this week. I'll start with Eric first.
Yeah, okay, so our boy, that one swim bait kid, I'm not sure if he's in the chat yet or not tonight, but, he likes to talk about niche. This is a niche pick, meaning you could not find this on your typical streaming service. You got to go to this was a heavy 2010s method for finding good music, especially in underground hip hop. YouTube, straight YouTube, next song recommended. This one came up on that for me, and it was Travis Scott's Hell of a Night, but remix with Mac Miller and Future. I think they were literally just messing around in a studio session one day. Someone put this together. It's not really mixed right. It's not a professional release. But to me, well, yeah, like when I was listening to it, I'm like, this is everything I was talking about on one of our last streams when we were talking about that golden era, like the second golden era of hip hop that we experienced in the 2010s. I listened to this song and I'm like, that's everything I love about it. So that's a great song. Just great. And he has a bar about fishing within that song too. So I thought that caught my ear when I first heard it. Larry Fisherman.
How are we feeling this week?
I feel very good. I was actually choosing between that and Don't Worry, Be Happy as my songs for the week, because honestly, if you could personify my mood, I've been just very happy and grateful and trying to keep working hard, and that's it, man. Very boring, like very boring positive outlook recently for me. Simplified too. Like I've been trying to just like not be on social media. That's why it's funny that all this has been going off the last few days, because truthfully, if it's not the Rays baseball or fishing or my girl or Uncle Larry's or my work, then I really I don't have time for it recently.
Next up, we got Johnny. How you feeling, and what's your music choice for the week?
Start the music. I did this one here, closing song off Bully, because I was listening to Showtime like 4 years ago on YouTube, the James Blake one, and I love that song. I remember Muppets roasted me for loving that song, but that's all right. The song got me in the feels, and I'm not gonna lie, I really liked the original mix the most. Like the Bully mix was okay. It was just cool. There's something about when he actually hits publish on something and you're like, that was his final vision. That is cool, even if I liked the other one sounding better. But yeah, I love that song. It just gets me like in a flow state. It gets me feeling like focused, happy. Like I feel like I want to tap back into this. Maybe it's just like, I got to get the T levels up and get outside more. But like, I don't quite have that insane like I'm a get after it when I go fishing all the time. It's now like a flow state and a focus state a little bit more. But I will say that makes me fish less, but fish better. Because instead of 2 hours out there of just like grind, crash, it's like I can go out and fish for like 14 focused straight hours because I'm chill. So, anyways, that's my song. How
I'm going to work.
Yeah. How I'm feeling like I'm not fishing enough at all. But upon reflection, when I have fished this year, I've had like big moments, and I've got a big fishing moment coming up. So I'm staying patient and focused for it. I'm fishing with this dude, Thumb, in Thailand. And if you don't know Thumb, gotta look up Thumb. The dude's like the Jeremy Wade of Thailand. I'm taking a flight north from Bangkok, going in the jungle for 3 or 4 days. We're fishing a dam for giant snakehead. There's like this crazy species of like a clown knife type thing up there. It's just gonna be awesome. And yeah, I'll bring a GoPro, but other than that, like not bringing anything, not worried about work, just going out with the pure goal of catching the biggest snakehead I've ever laid my eyes on. So I'm feeling good about it. Stoked. That's where I'm at. Yeah.
Uncle Larry's overseas once again.
Mm-hmm.
Thailand.
ULL International.
Very exciting.
Next up, we got Mr. Real Bodman.
Oh man, I went with Flowers, but Tierra Whack, man. Tierra Whack, one of the best female MCs out there. I think this is her first actual project, her first actual album that she dropped. So it's pretty big deal, man. She's leading the charge for lyricism when it comes to the female rap scene for sure. I don't know too many other women up there with her. She's putting a lot of these dudes to shame. What'd you say? You said Doechii? Yeah, you know what, Doechii? I ain't gonna hate on Doechii. She can spit too. I get into it. But Tierra from Philly, so you know what I mean. That just it's a little close to home. And she, like I said, she tapped in. She's bringing back the real rapping style. None of that sexy red static bullshit.
CIA mandated. Okay, six.
Well, yeah, it's CIA mandated for sure. But I'm feeling good, man. It's been a great week. I'm out here in the middle of freaking nowhere, North Carolina, at my wife's parents' house, coming to see the fam and stuff. So it's out here. Ran out of weed, so I'm drinking White Claws.
No!
Pass the time. Yeah,
That's
but it's nice. It's peaceful. Like. I lost a big striper. Caught my first blue catfish. It's cool. So
freshwater striper?
What happened?
Freshwater striper?
Freshwater striper, man. Fucking spillway fishing, a dam fishing.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, some shit out here, man. Like an hour from me. It's like Caleb York territory. He's familiar with some of those bodies of water I was fishing over there. Next time I come up here, I'm trying to plan a trip with him and Alex and really kind of expand on some of the stuff around here because it's sneaky, man. These rivers got some secrets.
Yeah, that's good stuff. What'd you lose the striper on?
I was throwing out the Phony Frog 7-inch shiner.
Yes.
Bait maker from New York.
Yes, amazing glide.
Dang.
Yeah,
Amazing bait.
yeah.
Sick.
You got a good look at it. How long did you fight for?
Oh, I got all the way to the fucking rocks, but I could tell he was. I could tell he was hooked bad. He didn't even fight. It was like I felt the thump, and I'm just staying tight, and he's just like I'm just reeling him in like a wet sock, basically. And he comes into the rocks, and goes to finally make a fucking head shake, and just fucking spits the hook right there at the rocks. First head shake he took. So
Jesus.
yeah, it was
Jesus.
over 35 inches long though. It was fucking. Apparently, it was a close to a trophy for around here. I think the biggest that they run into is like 25 pounds or something like that. So it was one to write home about. I didn't really understand the gravity of it because that was like my first 10 casts that I ran into that fish, and then fucking nothing.
Why does that
for the next
happen?
2 days?
Why does that
Crazy.
happen like that? I had a 40-inch boo boo. Unfortunately, Desmond, I know you did as well. I think we're all reeling recently, but
Yeah.
you know, it's like you make so many casts, especially in the summer when you're fishing up the river. Let's just say into sweet water, if you will. They're still around. It's just not necessarily as prevalent. Tell me how I pull up with my dad to a river that we haven't been to in quite some time. Random stretch. I just pull up to this bend.
Oh, you were on the tracker?
Pick my rod up.
Oh,
With
God.
my dad. Pick my rod up. I mean, it's like the randomest of random stretches that I pull up to, right? Just this random little bend. I'm like, oh, let's just start here. You know, I'm just getting my rod up. I throw a cast out there, and I like turn to say something to my dad, and I just feel clap. I look back. There is, I mean, it's legit. You know, one of them ones has it across its face, just sucked in all the way. I go to pull. I just pull it right out of her mouth.
Oh,
Just like that. Just came out of like
Jesus.
probably 10 to 12 feet of water in the main river channel to just come up and eat this thing on the first cast of the day. And I didn't see a fish like that for, well, I've been there 2 more times since then and the rest of that day, and I haven't seen another one.
It was just like, was this on the chop block or the spook?
What do you think?
Okay. All right.
We're not going to talk about it, but yeah. So, I mean, like, quite literally.
I think if you had a bit of a softer bait, like a softer swim bait, it might have, you know, I don't know, like it might have pulled the eyes out or something, but I think it would have taken it a little better. I think you would have hooked that fish if it was a little softer.
I didn't pay enough money. I mean, the chop block's only $30. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't drop a Benji, so it's like,
Yeah,
it is
Well, that's
what it
your
is.
problem.
But
the fish
yeah.
knew you were throwing cheap shit, man. These fish
Yeah.
have high standards.
That's
If
how
you're
it
not
goes.
paying
I get it.
$75
They're bougie,
dollars
bro.
for your bait, they're not
Get it.
gonna eat it. They're
Bro,
not gonna eat it.
especially if you're coming from up north, dude, because like you're not really supposed to be fishing there if you're from if you're not from Florida. Like if you're not, or at least you're not supposed to tell people that you're from up north. If
Well,
you
you're definitely not supposed to catch huge snook.
No, you're not supposed to.
Florida
You're not supposed to catch fish better than the Florida
Right.
guys. Bro.
Like legitimately, you know, like no one telling you anything either. You know, you actually just go out with maps and you fish, and you know, you can't see them on a screen either. You know, it's just you just go fishing. But regardless, you know, anyway, I also wanted to bring up the fact that my juvie tarpon experience over the weekend on the 4th of July, which was quite enjoyable, was only due to this live stream podcast, whatever you want to call it, and our bait of the week segment. Because Kai dropping that knowledge about the spook and his experiences as being a guide down here and taking different people out and seeing, he's like, you know, I've seen them eat that spook better than any soft plastics we've thrown at them or all kinds of different baits. If you know juvie tarpon too, they're really moody and weird like this. I had that knowledge in my head when I was out there on the river, and it was the same thing, Kai. I'm throwing plastics at them. They're swiping it. They're doing this and that. I'm missing them on the chop block, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. So not only do I have this podcast to thank, but I look in my box, and what do I find? I have one spook in there, and it is a spook that I got out of a mystery tackle.
Killing two birds with one stone.
That's the only reason I had a spook. It was the only spook I had, and I threw it out there, and it took 2 minutes. And wouldn't you know, that tarpon jumped probably 15 times and couldn't throw those spook hooks to save its life. Like, he
Wow.
was not kidding when he said that they get it better. But I just wanted to say that the bait segment, listen, please
We're
take
getting a
the
real
knowledge.
game
Go
here.
out there and try and apply it in your settings and your scenarios, because it helps us with each other. Like, when I hear a little tidbit like that from Kai, because he's out on the water so much, I take that and I apply it to my day on the water, and wouldn't you know it, it actually works. So that was
That's
a cool
sick.
moment for me. Yeah.
Yo, I think there's a conspiracy too against like people knowing that tarpon eat top water like that, because I've asked a lot of dialed guys over the years, and I always get like a weird response from them, like almost like you're not even supposed to know about that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't be talking about the spook top water bite. Like, that's low key shit. But
Well,
it's something to it. It's something to it.
I mean, it was
It's
funny
almost like the
because
carp for flies.
Yeah.
I mean, that river, listen, all the rivers around this region are loaded with tarpon this time of year. I mean, you see them rolling all day in front of you. It drives you nuts because you're throwing these perfect little swim baits at them. And, like the glide baits, they come up and they swipe and but you could just never hook one. And then it's so crazy how that spook, for whatever reason, it's not like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, I can understand why they hit topwater, but it's not only that, it's the way they get it. Like, I ended up landing
Yeah.
3 that day.
It's
3
so
juvies
crazy because
landed.
it's on top of the water as opposed to something submerged that's just going by a face that you would think they'd be able to get a better, eat on. But I don't know what it is about them topwaters. When they wrap their mouths around it, the hookup ratio just seems to be so much better. I can't wrap my head around it, honestly.
Well, we won't talk about it anymore because
Yeah.
keep it to ourselves, I guess. Tried to. We're too late now, but
No,
it's
you're not
legit.
allowed. No,
The
guys,
four
you're not
people
allowed.
watching on IG.
You're
Yeah,
not
right.
allowed to talk about fishing in Florida. You guys are from New Jersey.
That's
so
true.
If you come to New Jersey or if you come to Florida, you can only fish on charters, on specifically like the really big 10 boat charters, and you can only use a pin senator and you can only use live bait. Okay.
Listen, that's all good, man. Come up to Jersey, bro. Come up to New York. I'll catch a brown trout that'll make you bend at the knees crying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
come up
exactly.
to Jersey. That's the thing. I'll go right back up to Jersey and catch smallmouth and brown trout and northern pike and muskie and walleye and hybrid stripers and regular stripers and flounder and tog and blackfish, you name it. And then I'll come back down here to Florida and I'll catch a bigger snook than 95% of the community on an artificial at my spot.
Christ.
On an artificial at my spot. It is what it is. It is what
As
it
you can
is,
see.
man.
Oh man.
As you can see, the guys have time today. The guys have time today. If you can't tell,
I don't though. I don't have any time. This is not like.
Well, in all fairness, this is what you did like when you blamed Mike for the rant a few podcasts ago. It's like someone says something that put a little gas in Eric's tank, then the tank explodes. He's like, "Yo, but you put gas in it, bro."
I mean, if you don't put gas in the vehicle, does it go anywhere though?
Ooh. Wait. They said Shakespeare was dead, bro. They said Shakespeare was dead.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't even know what that means.
Lastly, never mind. Lastly, as Eric mentioned, I did have a run-in with, I don't know how big it was, just because I didn't catch it, and I hate estimating the size of a fish, especially if I didn't land it. But I ran into probably the biggest snook of my life. I know it was the biggest snook of my life just because after you've caught so many snook of like a smaller size, you kind of see the pattern of like characteristics in the way they fight. I had a 400 size pin fathom. This is something I can horse anything in with. I can horse anything in with it, right? I fought snook on the bridges in the East Coast before, tarpon. I've done the whole 9, right? And then with this fish, I literally casted out a G flag, literally the first cast, and okay, I casted out the G flag on the first cast, and I let it sink like maybe like 2.5 feet. This is like a really shallow spillway, and I'm not even kidding. I thought I got snagged, and I just like gently tap the rod, and all of a sudden my reel just starts going, and I'm like, oh shit, I done snagged like a manatee or something, and you can hear me on video. I have the video clip of me losing this fish. You can hear me in the video. Like once the snook breaches, it can barely get its head out the water. It was that big, and you can just hear me scream, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, typical reaction.
Bro, it was so big. I think it barely got its head out of the water, like past its gill plates, and it just kind of like lazily flopped back in. And then it turned around, and that was the only ground I ever gained on it, was just getting its head to come up, and then that was it. It just ran, and it didn't stop. There was no like, it was just like it just went into current and just left the vicinity.
See ya.
And me and Kai had a bit of a hee hee ha ha moment because, ironically,
A what?
after a hee hee ha, like a laughing moment, like a
Okay.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't laughing. I wasn't laughing.
No,
I was
no,
sitting
he wasn't
back
laughing.
like a disappointed father, because I told
Yeah.
your ass 4 times. Stop throwing 50. God damn it. Stop it.
So
Dez, we have screamed at you on this podcast, bro.
normally with this particular body of water, I never fish anything crazy big because there's never anything that big in here. I think the biggest fish I've caught in there was normally like a slot, and that was it. And that was like it was like a bottom
all
slot.
this time right here.
So I'm throwing the G flag, and I'm like, all right, it's gonna mess up the action if I throw 100 pounds, so I'm just gonna go light. And
yeah, that's the only reason this is acceptable, because I have seen that G flag. You can't anything over like 50, 60. Even that kind of fucks with the action.
I have to put weight on it.
Yeah. So I can understand that aspect of it for sure. But
this is where
now
the
that you
application
know,
of the chop
now
block.
that you know, and you done had this experience, I hope next time we approaching the situation a little bit different.
Next time I see that snook, I'm spearing it. Next time I see that
There
snook,
you
I'm taking
go.
my spear gun
There
off.
you
Yep. Don't even use line. Use a gun.
Yo, at that spot, Des, is there anything for them to get snagged on?
Oh, there's so much stuff. That's actually how I lost the fish, because it got snagged around something. Like it was like deadline or something. And I finally got it back around it, but by the time it turned, it had already turned to where its gill plate could get the leader, and it just cut me right off.
Right through it.
Yeah. Thankfully, I seen the G flag float off, so it's not stuck in there anymore. Because it knocked the weight out, and then I got the G flag back. Thankfully,
you got the G flag back.
Yeah,
from the
I went back.
I
went back the next day, and it was just like floating near the mangroves, like pushed up on it. So I got in the water and just got it because I was like, I don't want to litter. And then my song of the week would be there's a song from this guy named Whelan. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he's like a Tampa native that blew up. He used to be like a rapper in Wesley Chapel, like a white rapper in Wesley Chapel.
Bay Flago.
Bay Flago.
I have.
Nah, this is BLP kosher.
Oh, that's no.
What you know about BLP kosher? Yo,
Is that like a Jewish rapper?
What is this?
Yes.
He's got instead of the curls, he's got 2 wicks sticking outside of his
Two
head.
big ass wigs, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, you gotta. Yo, it's actually.
Is he hard?
Hate on him so bad.
He's kind of hard, bro.
I want to hate
hard.
on him so bad. It's so hard. He said,
He's kinda hard.
"Some. I'm gonna hit the op, and you know what I need. And if they try to get me, I'm gonna fly to Tel Aviv." That was hard.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that what the yeah.
I can't wait to
Coach,
use that line in
he's
life.
so hard, bro.
For real.
That.
Whenever I
But-
gotta dip to Tel Aviv, man. I can't make it this weekend.
That's gonna be us after ICAST. We have to go straight from Orlando.
Yeah, no, I
Oh
can't.
my
I can't
God.
fish with you. I can't fish with you at the ICAST. I'm going to Tel Aviv, man.
But yeah, this guy has a collab tape with Mike Dean. He used to be like a rapper, like I said, and out of nowhere in like 2020, I don't know whether it was like COVID got him acting, maybe he got laced. He I don't know what, something happened, right? And out of nowhere, he dropped a synthwave album, and it sounds like it was ripped directly out of the 80s. It's crazy. And then because Mike Dean kind of has that same sound, they just have a collab tape together, and this song called "Blaming Myself" from it. Crazy. Yeah, this song is so hard. Mike Dean, come on the show. Whelan, come on the pod. Friend of Wesley Chapel.
Friend of Wesley Chapel.
So we're gonna get to the spicy nuggets of today. We're gonna get to the spicy part of today. What's your guys' bait of the week? We'll start with Eric.
No, I ain't going. Truth be told, my bait of the week's got to be a spook because of Kai. Specifically, the Johnny. What was that? What was that spook called? The ARK, I think it
Arc.
is.
Yeah,
Arc. Yeah, the Arc. The Arc spook.
That's kind of tough.
Shout out to Arc. That's a triple treble bait too. 3 treble hooks, galvanized hooks, little bone color action. Listen, I was thoroughly impressed by the spook tarpon thing, and it's funny because it's something that we knew about from the past, but I think we just got so glided out at one point that it felt good. It felt good to get back to something so old school. So the Arc spook bait of the week.
Sick. Next up, we got Johnny.
I'll leave the real bait to Kai. I haven't really fished enough to have a bait of the week. I don't even know what these baits are called, but I'm gonna throw one in Thailand next week. Those like diving plugs people use for those big snakehead out there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the deep divers.
The deep divers? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't really seen a design like that over here, at least not like consistently. And they're using them all the time over that way. So I'm gonna throw some deep divers around and see what the fuck's up.
I like it.
Bite.
Shit.
That's
You gotta
the
bring
bite
a
out
couple
there.
like. Oh yeah, no, that's a good question.
What was that?
What's the bite like? Well, what? Because I'm assuming like with a deep diving crankbait, they don't sit like normal snakehead in the U.S.
No,
they just kind of sit up
apparently it's like those, and then a lot of just like topwater frogs and buzz baits. Because I think this time of year, what you're hoping for is you got a little bit of rain that pushes the water around just a little because it's like the rainy and flood season, and this is the spawn too. So these snakehead they sit on their balls of bait, and you just look for their fry balls, and you throw something into their fry ball and hope that there's like a big mother guarding it. Like that's kind of how you target them. So pretty simple style of fishing, That's what we're going for.
That's sick.
Yeah, should be exciting. So we're going around on these like wooden longboats. Like it's one person per boat because they're like those thin little jungle boats. And we're just looking for fry balls. And you've got like walkie-talkies if you see them, and you just cast into them.
I wonder if you're going to be fishing around like those docks. You know how you see them targeting them around like those man-made fucking like dock raft?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I think these fry balls get like caught up in these floods, and they try and like make their way to like whatever floating structure there is. So it almost sounds like the way mahi will like crowd around like a crate or something.
Yeah,
like it's a little bit like that, but in like the swamp. So I don't really know what I'm in for, but that's why we're doing 2 or 3 days. So
bro, you might have to take a top frog out there with you, bro.
I'm gonna bring a top frog for sure.
You might have to take a top frog.
I think I have one. I'm like 99% sure I have one.
If not, Max will overnight one to you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll check tomorrow because I might have to have him do that.
That would be sick.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous. Might be the only bait I throw, right?
I mean, I think you got a good shot if you're fucking around them. Like
my only thing with the top frog is one, it's toast, right? Like
beyond toast,
20 pounds, giant snakehead. The other, which I'm fine with that, right? Like I don't really understand this whole like whatever. We'll tap in the spicy thing, but like if you have a bait that's allegedly not durable and you catch a trophy, I don't give a shit, right? Like
you got your money's worth.
Yeah, 100%. Like
but they would have ate a DOA.
Yeah, I don't know, but like just to catch one on the top frog, the only thing is like those little like trebles.
They are kind of small.
Like I'm just a little wary.
For a giant snakehead, for Toman, I could see that.
I kind of want to throw like a big buzzbait with a giant single hook and just absolutely.
I was about to say, throw like one of those spy baits, like those really big ones that they use in the Amazon.
I'm gonna go. I think what I'm gonna do is just go to some Asian bait shop and just buy a bunch of shit.
Just have Thumb take you to like the Bass Pro Shops of Thailand.
Bro, exactly. And be like, yo, does this looks cool? Would this work? And like listen to him like 50% of the time.
Now, buzzbait, I think though I think that's probably the craziest. I think that's probably the craziest and the most dialed. Like the eat that you would get on that thing. Oh my fucking God.
Wouldn't be calm.
I don't know what you guys think of this, but like the two options for this trip that were kind of presented to me for the time I'm there. Well, there was like three. There was one you could do like kind of like offshore chartering, but like in like the ocean. But I don't think the fishing's even as good there this time of year. And like it's so pressured with all that stuff. And like I'm just not a huge fan of like being chartered to the max, and like if I'm doing like an offshore reef trip, I'm not in control of like anything, So the other option was giant Mekong and giant snakeheads. And my thing was like with the Mekong, we were going to go for a trophy and we were going to totally Jeremy Wade it. Just like sit there for 2 or 3 days with soaking a bait on the river and hope for the best. Or it was the giant snakeheads. And I was like, I would rather be like actively fishing and trying different things for 3 days out there and moving around. You know what I mean? As cool as the Mekong would be. But I don't know. Like, would you guys have made that choice or would you have gone with Mekong?
Nah, you know what we're going to say, thing. Bro. You made the right choice. 100%.
Yeah, I ain't sitting on no bait in Thailand, man.
No, that's the thing. Like, if we're there for 3 months, like, sure, I'll take a 4 or 5 day hiatus and do that. Like, I don't know, like you would if you lived in Texas, you're going to catch your alligator gar kind of thing. But like,
exactly.
I was like, if I've really got 3 days to run it, I want to cover water. I want to throw 100 different baits. I want to catch 5 different species. And I'm not going to lie, like just those snakehead, man, like there's just something about the way they eat. I want to see like a native one and it's
yes. Like as cool as the bullseyes are that we've targeted in Florida, it would be so cool to see one eat not in an HOA pond.
Well, it's just the difference. Like we talk about how like bass fishing is different depending on the environment all the time. Like you're 50 miles upriver in Florida and you're in a crystal clear spring and you pull out an 8-pounder. That's so much different than a farm pond bass. Yep. And it's like, I love the bullseye snakeheads in Florida, but like at the end of the day, that's the pond bass equivalent. So I just want to like see, I feel like I still almost as many bullseyes as I've caught. I feel like I still haven't really caught a snakehead, because I haven't actually done it.
I'm excited for you. It's going to be good.
I think it's going to be
I also
great.
like the way they look too.
The
coloring on them is sick, bro.
The colors on it, man, are just something else. And I mean, I haven't met Thumb in person, but David Graham put us in touch. He sent us a really nice note too after our last pod, where we shouted him out. But if David's putting you in touch with someone, I just feel like that's like in that network that you gotta take advantage of those situations. So
for sure.
Try and fish with the people at the top of the pyramid, like fish with someone who's better than you, like that's how you get better. So and I get to fish with you guys when I do, because like I get to learn from you guys, but it's harder and harder. I don't mean this in like a facetious way, but like when you become the de facto guide every time you go fishing, you know, with like a group of people. And it's like, I know I have so much more to learn. So you gotta, I'm trying to take advantage of those opportunities when someone who's like significantly more dialed than me on something is willing to take me out. Like, go for it, you know?
Yeah, that's great. No, there's really nothing like running into someone that has that advanced level of knowledge too, like Crispin, obviously, when we were in Mag Bay, you know, just being around guys like that and absorbing their information. But with what's even cooler too, in our respect with our experiences, is now what I'm seeing is when you link up with those guys, you almost actually end up trading information with them, and you realize that no matter what age you are, you always have something to learn. So it's like the last time I was out fishing with Mike, we were doing the chop block shoot with the stripers. You know, it was late in the day, stripers were all over the place. And this is a guy that, again, you know, Johnny and I, 6 years old, looking up to this guy, watching him on TV. And all of a sudden, he hands me the chop block rod and he's watching my cadence with it. And Mike's actually a guy that doesn't throw glide baits as much as we do. And he goes, oh, you have a certain little stutter step you're doing with that. And they were really hitting it on that motion. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm showing it to him. And it was amazing because I was able to hand him the rod and he threw it out and did that motion. And on that cast one bit and ate it. And he looked at me like something just clicked for him, you know? So again, this is a guy that's made how many casts for a fish in his lifetime versus us. But that just goes to show you, again, we're going to be Crispin's age ourselves, still gaining knowledge from the youth, and we'll be able to pass knowledge down to them and vice versa. It's a really cool thing.
There was something I want to point out about that Mike thing you talked about, because one thing I learned when I fished with Mike, when we went trout fishing, when we all went trout fishing together in the winter, you think like this guy is better than everyone because he knows more than everyone else. And it's not true. Like what I learned from him that day was he's willing to let everybody else when he sees something that works. Like when we went out trout fishing, I mean, for 20 minutes, I was out fishing Mike Iaconelli, like hands down, like when we first got there, because it's like a very specific sweep that we were doing with the spoon, you know, and he had never done it before. I could tell like he's getting frustrated watching us catch fish, but like that type of sweep or like watching other people, if I were to get that frustrated, it could take me 5 hours, 5 trips. I might never pick it up. I might just get frustrated and say like, I'm doing it right. Like, why am I not catching fish? It's like something subtle. He like so quickly picked it up, what we were doing, and then did it better than all of us for the rest of the day. It took him 20 minutes to get there, but it's like, what I learned is not that he comes in like knowing everything. It's that he's absorbing everything so much faster than
to learn.
Yeah. That's the best compliment that you could ever get in fishing, is that you're a good learner.
Yeah, he's a fantastic learner, dude.
Yeah,
that's such a big thing.
That's awesome. Hey, shout out to the chat tonight, by the way. Everyone I see in there. T-Dubs, our boy, local homie. That one swim bait kid, like usual. You missed me with my niche reference earlier. Swim bait kid, unfortunately. But who else? We got Pops in here.
Yo, I think T-Dubs fishes the same waters as I do. I've seen a couple of his posts. I think he fishes like a couple feet away from where I normally fish, and he's pulling out a much different type of fish than I am. and I started to like really watch like what he's throwing, and I was like, all right, I need to try and apply this shit to my bag. And like you guys are saying.
Yeah, man. T-Dubs is an OG. He's again like someone that I'm sure if you had like Kai, I remember when we were started fishing this one particular river, is when we ran into T-Dubs. He's catching giant largemouth on a flare hawk.
Yeah.
You heard me. You heard me right. You heard me right. Largemouth, flare hawk, Jay. I shouldn't even dox him like that, but just goes to show you. That was
kind of crazy to see.
There's always something to learn. Always.
Yeah.
Sick. Last we got Kai's bait of the week.
Oh man, shit! I'm going with the Glizzy Glide, man. Yeah, man. Affordable glides, man. I'm all for affordable glides, man.
Word.
Good price
Chop
point.
block, Glizzy Glide, Sync.
Yeah,
Sync Gill's pretty good
beautiful.
price.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Make baits affordable.
I've seen a lot of casting catchers on it, and it gets bit. It gets bit. As do all the Temu glides. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You just gonna
Oh
hold
my
it on my
God.
face.
Yeah. I like the tension. It was just like,
Nah, man, it's
But
all
yeah,
good.
nah.
I don't have to throw the Berkeley chop block, bro. Listen, thing's $30.
No, but
We
you're
ain't bougie,
sponsored,
man.
bro.
We out here throwing Berkeley, man. We ain't
Yeah,
bougie.
no,
Yeah, bro, you're only
No,
saying
no,
that
no,
though
no,
because
no.
you're on the payroll though. That's what they say on the internet, bro.
No.
You're only
No,
saying
no.
payroll, bro.
Wait. Is Eric pro staff?
Pro staff.
Yeah, I do.
It's only
I
meant for
get
bass.
a fat.
It's only meant for bass, bro.
I get a fat Berkeley check every month. Fat. You heard me? Fat. Just for talking about the chop block. We're talking 8 figures. We're talking. This is my house. I actually bought this house.
You getting
for
Rothschild
Ryan
money?
I
You
bought
getting
it
Rothschild money?
I bought it off chop block money.
8 figures ain't even sniffing Rothschild money, dude.
Listen,
And that's
listen.
And you want to get into it? That's what's wrong, bro. Because like, trust me, I'd love to sniff 6, and like, man, bro, they built the national parks. Like they built it. Like I don't even know how.
They created it with their bare hands. They used their alien tech to just.
Well, yeah, well, that's another thing. Like, they literally admitted there's portals in the parks. Like it's out there, you know. But anyway, so I'll stop. It's too early. It's too early for this. I was just trying to protect Eric's mental state from the other convo. Shift it this way.
Do you think if you threw an expensive enough glide in one of the springs in Florida, you'd open up a portal? But only if it's like over $300 the bait.
Yeah.
If you threw the Roman-made mother in one of the natural springs, it would be like if you put you
would snap it off
into the wall to unlock the Ark of the Covenant. You start a chain reaction and you'd open a portal into the inner Earth. And then if you throw
one that is under $100 in there, you get sent straight to hell. They just
there's no in between. If you throw a glide bait that's not $1,000, you're going straight to hell.
Yeah, no. I will say this though.
It's so dumb, bro. These people do not have the money to even buy these baits in the first place, bro.
Yeah,
we taking out Klarnas for baits, bro. We taking out Klarna payments. my monthly Hinko payment coming up.
Yes, give us like the top 5 like logos, because like I know about like Gucci and Prada, but I feel like that's like B tier. Like what's like the S tier Gucci Pradas I don't even know about that we could start stamping on a bait and charging like millions.
I got one for you.
All right.
They're called luxury ateliers. That's what you're talking about. So,
okay.
We got a luxury atelier is like a place that only makes stuff on demand, and you have to basically apply to be a customer. You have to apply, right? So you have 3 of them right now. You have Brunello Cucinelli. They're the people that made all of the clothes for all the Bond movies. You have Hermes outside of the retail stores. They're crazy with like the leather goods. So you can make a leather glide, which low key, not gonna lie.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Hermes leather?
Whoa.
No, this just opened up a whole nother
wow.
A leather glide could be crazy.
This
leather glide could be crazy.
Realm because they have cloth baits. They have cloth glide baits that they're developing.
I'm experimenting with that right now
in Japan. I saw you fucking around.
I'm experimenting right now.
What if we made a leather glide and called it the bad motherfucker, like from Pulp Fiction, like it's leather wallet?
Oh my god!
What if you
put a cheeseburger logo?
EP balls and made like a baseball glide where like you use the stitches as like the gills, dude? Like
what's the gill?
Wow.
All right. How much does a glide weigh? Like actually, how many? Like what's
depends. 2 to 10 ounces.
Yeah. Because a baseball is 5 ounces. Baseball is 5 ounces. A
What
baseball.
about a lacrosse ball?
I think, does a lacrosse ball sink?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the rate of sink on that would be crazy. What about a sheepskin glide? That's what Hunter says.
Ooh.
Sheepskin.
Dude, a baseball
Ooh.
low key sits right. A baseball will have like this much out of this much floating on the surface if it's in the water.
Somebody said a supreme glide.
I remember from the Barry Bonds days, like that's how much. So I feel like if you spread those 5 ounces out a little, like you change the dimensions. Oh, well, no, the volume of it wouldn't change. It would definitely be like a surface walker, but it would be like that much out of the water.
Yeah.
Bro, I like the sound of that.
Dude, a leather glide in general would be.
Because think about the sound. It would be so sound dampened. And then like imagine like a fish actually hitting it. It'd be like almost like a hard skin. I think that might be the method. The leather care on it would be crazy. Like you would have to charge
imagine after it gets wet.
Yeah, my
But
fault,
people
bro. I
don't
can't
fish
go out
their
tonight.
glides anyway. Like
You're right.
Like,
It's just gonna
who
sit. It's
cares?
gonna sit in a garage. It's gonna sit in a garage.
this is a collector's item. Like they are making trash bags and selling these things for. It's disgusting what these.
There is a leather glide actually. They do make
There
one.
is.
Yes,
Yeah, on Tackle Warehouse.
It's called the manifold, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
manifolds. It's like the manifolds is like almost like they in Japan they consider a search bait, and what it is like they don't put hooks on it, but they throw it out to see just what's out there. It's almost like their version of like a sonar or something.
So you're telling me
like
that
a decoy. It's like a
$500
decoy.
$500 for a leather search bait.
And you have to condition the bait before you fish it. They don't tell you about that. You have to like soak it in oil and like work the leather like a pair of like dress shoes or derbies. It's actually kind of crazy. I thought about getting one up until I heard about the actual leather care because I treat my leather shoes like shit.
That one swim bait kit hooks in the side of the bait every cast. That's a real.
Exactly.
I didn't even think about that. That's a real issue when you're dealing with cloth or leather and soft stuff.
No
that's
hooks.
real.
No
That's
hooks
real.
on it. You just had no hooks on it. You literally just get baits or get fish to go out. You throw a worm or you throw a Ned rig actually, and then you get the fish to eat it. Take the Ned rig out and then put the glide bait right there, and you show. Yeah, I caught this on this expensive bait, this expensive niche bait, and then that's
the backwater boys method, man.
Oh my god! and then you use old Gucci songs. You use old Gucci songs, have grills when you live in a gated community, and then you hold fish. Yes.
Yo, did you guys see
method.
the video of Kevin Gates holding the flathead catfish
Yes.
at the gas station?
It just came
that
across
was
my
Kevin
page.
Gates.
Yeah.
Freaky man. That boy, bad man.
Yo, is Kevin Gates? Is he the dude who's in? Oh my gosh, bro! Let It Rock. Remember that song?
No, that's not. That's Kevin Rudolph.
Oh, that's Kevin Rudolph.
That's a different guy.
Different Kevin.
Gates. So Kevin Gates is 2 phones, and he's also the dude that said that he started a car battery by putting his hands
With his
on
bare
it one
hands,
time.
yeah.
He
Started
said-
a car battery with his bare hands.
What's
That's
the
like-
likelihood of that?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he put it on his kids and his mama and everyone. He was like, "Yup, I did this." Like
He
put
put hands on the car and it started.
like the
That's
dude
like-
who
That's like
amputated
Corey's,
who walked
that's like
with Bob
Corey's
Dylan.
gas story.
Yeah, that's like I found gas. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. What do you think Kevin Rudolph's doing these days?
I'm looking him up right now.
Yeah.
No, I will say this in all seriousness, just to like tie this back into fishing. What I experienced last Saturday, I'm not gonna lie. All right. If I'm playing devil's advocate here, because we normally know my stance on this bait. I would have thrown the chop block in that scenario only because the 2 back hooks, I really appreciate those 2 back hooks. That fish would have stayed hooked, I feel like. Because it
would have deployed, so you wouldn't have
Exactly.
had as much tension
Exactly.
on that
Exactly.
leader.
Exactly.
That's still.
It's
I-
it's funny.
I'm playing
Truth be
devil's
told-
advocate here.
Well, truth be told, it's like, okay, so people need to understand. They really need to understand where this started. It started because we got these Metros, and I looked at Kai and I was like, maybe a snook could eat one. That would be cool. And then we went down this 2-3 year rabbit hole of throwing these these glide baits for snook. It started with all resin, and once I got my hand on this chop block and I started catching fish, the reason that I throw it so much is nothing more than, I'm just going to tell you all, to be totally honest, like, it's so much more elite than a resin glide for saltwater fish. You almost don't even want to mess with a resin glide after throwing these soft glides, because you have infinitely greater chance of landing the fish. Infinitely. Just the fact that it collapses alone gives you an infinitely greater chance. So that's the ultimate advocacy for that style of glide, and it goes beyond the chop block. The chop block just, ironically enough, happens to be the most affordable one, but it's just because I'm landing more fish and bigger fish.
Another thing I think they don't talk about with the chop block too is one thing I've noticed about the G flag and the chop block, in my opinion, versus like a hard resin glide, like you're saying. A lot of the fish in my waters have seen baits with treble hooks because it's so pressured, or like those hanging treble hooks. I think they really those treble hooks being tucked into the bait like that. That's actually, I feel like, a positive cue versus the hanging, free swinging baits. I think that's another positive cue that I've started to notice.
Well, that was always Wetzel's leader argument with me, in terms of just like using the right leader and not worrying about downsizing. He's like, bro, like, there's trebles on your baits, there's joints on your baits, and everyone's like, oh, it's the difference between 40 and 50 or 50 and 60. It's like, there's 20 other factors that are way more glaring, not natural on your bait and your line test. And like, for me, like, going back to that, it's like, it's all about action, but beyond action, like, I've lost way too many fish to worry about flexing that I caught it on 15 instead of 50. Like,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
I think people get caught up in the idea of like the visual aspect of like their line and leader, where I feel like that's at like the bottom of the totem pole, like you said, bro. If they're gonna eat your bait with fucking 4-aught treble hooks hanging from the bottom of it, they don't give a fuck about whether you're
shiny ass BKKs too,
or a 60-pound leader. I think the biggest thing with the leader is now we're seeing it playing around with all of these different glide baits and shit, is the action of the bait. Like, you being able to work that bait the most efficient way as possible is it going to allow you to do what you need to do to get that bite, not whether the fish is going to see it and not eat the lure because of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like, honestly, abrasion resistance and stretch. Like, I would put like abrasion, stretch, and action all above the visual cue, like, for sure. Because that's the biggest thing I've seen, is just like, dude, there's I'm not going to go on the brands, but like, just the confidence to know that the line I'm throwing isn't going to fucking snap. Like, I don't even know what it is. Like, Seagar, for example, dude, I was out smallmouth fishing. I had the red and the blue label. I don't know the fucking difference. Like, to me, it's the same shit. One of them is more expensive than the other.
Dude, the blue label
is a bit more.
The blue label's more expensive.
Bro, the blue label was snapping on me every single hook set, and then I switched to the
it's
red
thinner.
label.
It's a thinner diameter. I think.
It is. It's probably meant for. What was I
feel like trout fishing are like ultralight.
Yeah, I was throwing 8 pounds for both, but I was smallmouth fishing, and I kind of had like a medium rod and like just little, like, not quite Ned rigs, but micro jig type setups. And dude, for some reason, like, the smaller diameter line snapping every time, and it's like the same pound test. One has a thicker diameter. It's allegedly cheaper. It's literally better. Like, I don't want to lose fish.
That's when Big Kid says. He said he tells the fish that the trebles are all right, so they're chill about it.
Yeah. So question: did y'all see that, Corey? Did y'all see that guy cut an urchin in half and glued it to a glide?
Yes.
You know what he's talking about?
Haven't even gotten there yet, Corey. But
it was a resin glide.
Have you guys thrown an urchin at all?
Nope. We're not there yet. Don't.
Not
Nope,
yet.
nope,
Not
it doesn't
yet.
work. It doesn't work.
It
Don't
doesn't
throw
work.
it.
It's
No
only
one's
meant
winning.
for bass. It's only
Yeah.
meant for
Oh
bass.
yeah. No. Definitely not for anything else. No. Never.
Who's Desmond Fetterman? Should I know that?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
this
think
is-
it's I think it's
this is-
Dez's alter ego.
Oh, this
no,
is
what's
Des's
that?
alter ego.
Oh no,
No,
I see. This
no.
is a skip. This is a skip runoff. You know what's funny? So I just to say so, I've seen a couple of we've had a couple of skip disciples coming into this one. This is hilarious, man. I don't know. Like Kai was literally on Skip's side. I just don't really understand. I'm truthfully, we could do this for as long or as little as possible. I truly don't understand. I think this is all stupid on everyone's side, to be totally real. Like from the swim bait guys and Skip, everyone. It's like, go fishing, please. You know.
Well, bro, I'm gonna say this. Like, I usually don't. I'm not gonna like go burn what we talk about behind the scenes all over. But like, I thought that was the stupidest. I saw Kai's story last night, and I literally texted him, "Yo, was this about the skip sitch?" And he goes, "Nah, just in general, bro. Shit's weak, kind of thing." Literally said no, and I'm like, "Oh, all right." And then he gets blasted online today. And don't get me wrong, we've all said shit that we should get blasted online for, whatever. It's part of the game. That wasn't one of them.
I just don't
supporting.
understand what we're talking about or doing here. You know,
The
I
whole
mean,
thing is so dumb, bro. Like, I watched the video. I was like, yo,
throwing rocks and hiding your hands. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Go look at the post.
oh yeah, look at
at Kai's comment. He was literally he was making fun of the people that spend $100 on a glide. Like, bro, you want to go suck Skip's cock, dude? Go do it. Like, chill. Just get out of here and go over there and suck it. Like, fuck.
You know what the problem is that social media has created an environment where people see things online and they have a guilty conscience or something inside of them, and they feel like people are talking about them. It's like that rapper shit. Like, oh, my ops, man, I got ops everywhere, man. They in the street, they behind the trees, they behind the man. They trying to get me. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta sit down and you gotta ask that gangster, well, why are all of these ops out to get you? Why are they chasing? What are you doing to put these ops on you? You know what I mean? And when you put yourself out there and you talk for a living, and then people talk back to you, you can't get in your feelings. You know what I mean? When you get the response that you was putting out there to the world, you wanted to create a conversation, and now conversation has been created, and now people want to get emotional. Well, nobody talk about nobody in Pacific. Shit.
But it's funny.
I could be talking about Dez. I could be talking about me. I could be talking about Snook Snacks.
We're all idiots talking in
you know what I'm saying?
bro.
It's relevant
I'm
to
saying
but you're saying
the point of the matter is to stop talking so much on the internet and go catch some damn fish. That's what I'm fucking saying. I ain't seeing enough fucking fish getting caught. I'm seeing a lot of fucking talking and you goddamn bad, bro.
I'm gonna say this. I
see a lot of it. Listen, there's a lot of holding the mic up in a garage, and again, it's funny that this is coming out like everyone's like, oh, Skip. Like, we've had so many conversations behind the scenes about this, relating to such a wide range of things that go on in this industry, and it all goes back to the fact that could we just go fishing,
Bro?
Why don't we?
I'm gonna say my piece because I'm on an outside point of view versus all three parties, right? I'm all parties. I'm on an outside point of view because I'm basically just a consumer right now at this point. To me, no, I'm being serious. No, like I'm being serious right now. This is like my real time,
you just
my
a
real
customer.
time piece.
You just a customer.
I'm gonna say this, right? I feel like it's a criticism. It was a normal criticism, right? I didn't see anything wrong with it at first, even though I own Working Class Zero baits. Like, I buy them all the time, and I didn't see anything wrong with it at first. My issue was with when Working Class Zero, they have this social media, and they don't ever really interact with other people's social media. They don't ever like posts. They don't ever comment. They don't ever follow people. Mike Gilbert pretty much stays off the internet a lot of times. However, just out of nowhere, conveniently, now everyone's chirping in comments. It's like a 1v20. And
Yeah.
I personally thought it was kind of corny, just because normally if the follower count was a tenth of the follower count that he has, it probably wouldn't have gotten any comments whatsoever. But it was because of the fact that it's this bigger guy with who's just saying something, and it's like an ego being hurt because this huge bait is just so expensive and it's just perfect in my eyes. Nobody could ever say anything bad about it. When in reality, there are flaws about it, in my opinion. However, it was normal criticism. In my opinion, as a business owner, like if somebody didn't like something of mine and I have other products to show, and I feel like that's not my best product, I would be like, hey, you know what? Let me explain to you why I have this priced as is, or why I have this as is, and then I will send you my product that it demonstrates the prime example of this. Not fight in comment sections about it, and then get all my fucking goons to fight with you about it too.
Yeah, it's super corny on the swim bait guy's side. It's and then this comment is corny too. Whether you're being a troll or not, I actually
what about this Florida thing? This is actually stupid.
Let me talk. I appreciate this comment. The comment is, how many of you are born and raised in Florida? And I'd like to address that right now in a very calm and collected way. None of us, Kai, Johnny, nor myself, were born and raised in Florida. Now, there are a long list of Florida influencers that were born here, born and raised in the state, that do things on the internet promoting the destruction of Florida. I see it time and time again, whether that's mismanagement of fish handling, whether that's the type of videos they're producing. Let's be real, we've all seen it. It's really bad. It's bad for the state. I would dare you to go on the Uncle Larry Outdoors page and find one video that has not displayed Florida in a proper, naturalistic light and in the way that it deserves to be portrayed. I feel vehemently that we have done nothing in the 6 years that we've been down here but show Florida love, respect, and treat it the right way. And if you got a problem with that, fine. But that's what it is. And I'll tell you for a fact that the people that I see that are ruining the state, some of them are from down here. Just letting you know, man. And guess what? When I'm out on the river, and I'm picking up trash, the dudes that I see leaving the trash are local.
We gotta stop entertaining this guy.
Okay, yeah, no, this guy's just asking for engagement.
Stop
entertaining.
Now he's talking about trouble hooks, bro. Shut up,
He fishes with barbless hooks.
Oh my god,
he's a fly guy.
Whoever this Desmond Fetterman guy, let me hear this from another Desmond.
I thought it was
who's also raised in Florida, by the way.
Desmond.
I think it is Desmond.
I'm gonna listen. I'm looking at you, Desmond Fetterman. Okay. From another Desmond Saunders, born and raised in Tampa, Florida. I only left the state recently in my 20s, and it was for 2 times. Okay, I'm really from here. Okay, from Bush, from Yukon. Okay, let's
from Wesley Chapel, motherfucker.
Oh hell no, not Wesley Chapel. From Bush. Okay, Bush. Okay, Busch Gardens. By Busch Gardens, in fact. Let me tell you something, bro. I've seen more Floridians purchase and sell off Florida or make accounts burning the most beautiful spots of Florida solely for engagement. I've seen Wiki Wachi become from one of the most beautiful places to just trashed, just off of people that are just trying to be an influencer.
Some of the biggest names in the industry right now built their entire platforms off of burning shit. Now things that are now burnt,
now they go all over the country. Now they've left. Now they don't do it here no more because there ain't nothing left for them to burn down to the ground. So
now they go to Alaska and
they can't do the real. They can't get out there in the jungle. They can't get up the river on the kayak and go catch the 40 on the glide. No, that they can't do that. That there's no burning involved in that. Just real fishing. and they can't do that. So now they go to lodges in the middle of nowhere, and they just like.
No, I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to say that. It's not that they can't do it. They are perfectly able. They got the same bodies and strength and physical abilities that we do. But you know what the difference is? The difference is the mental. It's a mindset thing. It's a lot of the mindset of some of our peers in this is, what is the easiest way that I can make this possible without expending the least amount of energy? I ain't trying to use no energy. I ain't trying to think. I ain't trying to put in no physical fucking twerk. I just want to be able to pull up at this spot and stand right here. And if I make a few casts within this hour, it's gonna happen. But that's how I fish.
Yeah, and then even worse, you add the content side of that. So people think, hey, what idea can I rip off today to get a quick mill? What idea can I rip off and post 20 different times to just get some views? Because that'll get me on.
Maybe if I go on a charter, I'm gonna go out on the charter with these guys who catch these big fish, and then I'm gonna post up with these big fish. That's how I'm gonna go about doing what I do.
No, you know, I gotta say, bro. I gotta say it again, bro. I don't know who this person is, but you are part of the problem. Whoever this person is, because you're part of. You're, like we said earlier, you're putting gas on the fire. You put gas on the fire. The people that are egging these, I feel like, in my opinion, if the comments were disabled, these two parties would not have had the interaction that they did. However, it's because comments and parasocial followers start to just, oh yeah, bro, you just gonna take that? You doing this? You doing that? You're not from Florida, bro. 90% of the people that live in Florida are first or second generation Floridians. There's not many like third or fourth generation Floridians that still live in the state. I think I should let people know that now. So
yeah, because they sold it all off to the Yankees.
Exactly. Florida's a huge melting pot. Florida is a huge melting pot, and that's the beauty behind it. So trying to dog on people for just moving down here.
I just want to make one last.
It's weird.
I want to make one last announcement, because we ain't living this Desmond 2.0 no more time. You know what I'm saying? But
I like him. I like this guy.
I want to address subliminal posts, and motherfuckers talk about subliminals and sneak dissing and ops and this and that. What the fuck kind of world do you all think y'all? Get your head out your ass. Not everybody is talking about you, and if you feel like everybody's talking about you, then maybe you need to go do some self-reflection. Maybe you need to go and look in the mirror and figure out, damn, why the fuck do I feel like everybody talking about me? Why I feel like I got a target on my back? Maybe I'm talking too fucking much. Maybe I did it to my damn self. Maybe I should fall back.
You know what?
Yo, you defended Skip. Yo, you literally defended Skip too.
Mr. Fetterman catches 40-inch snook.
I'm going
Mr.
to get
Fetterman
another
catches 40-inch snook on flies.
That's all I'm saying.
That's the thing, bro.
Yeah,
hold on. I'm gonna find this. I literally texted in the ULO pod.
This whole thing
nobody
is
backing out. I said you motherfuckers talk too damn much about shit you don't know.
Bro. Desmond, I hope you're trolling, man. If you're not, it's cool. Like, we appreciate you on the pod regardless. But I truly just don't understand what you're talking about, man. Like, what statements? What are you bro, everyone talks in this industry. I could name you 30 people right now I've talked to Kaito. I'm like, there's too many people that are just talking. It was a general comment. And then you literally go on the post and Kai defended Skip. So I just don't at this point understand where it's literally just you and these other people that are like sucking Skip's cock. That
Less
just have
talking,
to,
more
that
fishing.
just,
That's
just
the
have
point
to, like,
of
you're
the
like,
entire.
I'm ride or die.
No. Get this, guys. Get this. Get this. He just said bro. Less talking, more fishing. That was the literal point.
That's the point, bro.
That was the literal point.
I mean, we've been saying, listen, Desmond, we appreciate you, bro. We've been saying that the whole pod. Hey, man, I'm glad you could come to that conclusion.
Wait. I think we should just let him on the pod.
Desmond Fetterman, I will give you a link Desmond Fetterman, I will give you a link to join the pod right now.
Well, because we go live every Wednesday at 8 p.m., Desmond, and we appreciate you being here with us and the other 18 people that are in the chat right now. Everyone on YouTube, everyone on Instagram.
Let's give them a little more attention. Give the other 18.
Yeah, no, like can we? Yeah,
but that said, send them a link. Send them a link.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah, he gets a link. Listen, we got
sign the contract.
We got Finesser in the house tonight. My boy David. David, I'm so happy that we got to fish twice this year. I hope we get to do at least one more time before 26 is over.
Wait, who's David?
Fish Finesser.
Oh, he's in the surf right now, getting his balls wet. Now he can't join. Of course,
that's valid.
He has time to type. He has time to type, but he doesn't have time to just.
You type in all night to us. But,
okay,
that's all right. I'm done.
All right, it's all true. It's all true.
Wait. What Grant said? To be fair, Kai did say he shouldn't be posting, not that he should be fishing instead. Well, that was the whole point of my post, as that it's a lot of talking going on.
I'm using Siri
amongst the entire industry. It's a lot of talking, and I'm not seeing a proportionate amount of trophies being caught to the amount of mouths that I'm seeing run. That's all I'm saying. I just need the mouth to meet the amount of work that's being put in out in the field. It's a lot of people talking.
Why Kanye can say whatever he wants.
Exactly. There you go,
bro.
Johnny.
Like every time people are like, "Yo, shut up," he's like, "Well, here's Dark Twisted Fantasy." Like, yeah, I literally kicked Taylor Swift off the stage. They tried to kick me out of the country. Like, here's my Dark Twisted Fantasy. It's like, all right, you catch a 40, you could say you got 2 comments. I don't know. There's like a ratio or something. It works. Like, I don't know. But like ultimately, who cares, right? Like, there's no such thing as bad press. Everyone knows what they're doing. Even subconsciously, we know what we're doing, talking about it here. Like, let's not fucking joke around. We all know everyone's engagement farming. Like, yeah, that's what you're doing. You're on.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for a second.
No, I disagree. I don't think Uncle Larry Outdoors engagement farms very much at all. I think that throughout the 6 years.
No. But I'm saying talking about
the least engagement farming out of the entire.
Yeah, we ain't gotta explain ourselves on that.
No, I'm not saying explain ourselves, but like even us addressing it here, just being mature about it and responding to someone in the comments is like, all right, like we're talking about shit. We're on the internet. We're talking in front of a camera, being idiots. Like that's what this is. Nobody, like, as long as you can honestly sit back and be like, all right, I can go to sleep knowing that's what I did. And like the reason we're doing it though is because ultimately like the goal is use all of these stupid measures and convos and controversy and computers and whatever to put us in a position to go catch bigger fish. Like that's the ultimate driver of all of it. You know, I don't know. It's all.
No, and but I'm being real though. It's like, and again, like us sitting here having a conversation on a podcast is one thing, but I mean, like the thing is, you see these people like they are making it their brand. They are making active posts, talking, and that's the whole conversation. You look at the 6 years of Uncle Larry's. Not only has there been none of that, there ain't been. I have never gone out a day in my life, looked at an Instagram post and thought, you know what, that got a lot of views. I should go do that. Whether it's fishing, not a day in my life. Everyone that's watching everything that I've created for Uncle Larry Outdoors, there has not been a day in my life I have taken something from someone else and put it up for our gain. That's
you
not
don't even
what
use
we
trending
do. That's
audio.
not what this is
you don't
about.
even use like trending explore page
I
audio.
I don't put other people's names in my mouth. I don't use other people's ideas. That is not what we are about. We are about fishing and the love and positivity that it spreads, and it is brought to all of our individual lives and us as a collective. And I will talk to anyone in the face about that if I see you at ICAST next week. But it's not hostile. It's just being real. This whole industry takes from each other. It is the most incestual thing I've ever fucking seen. Everyone, their first thought when they see something that gets views is, how can I do that for me?
How can I copy that exact same thing?
Look Look at this
And it's
guy.
How
not
can
gonna
I copy
get
that
you.
for
Look at
my
him
own
do
clout?
that.
It's
How
not
can
gonna
I do
get you
that?
anywhere. It's not gonna get. This is
Glad
my
Nation.
advice. No one will ever think you are worth a shit unless you are yourself. Do your own thing. There's this kid Denzel Dunaway. He is one of the coolest fishing kids
Yes.
I have seen in the past 5 years. And you know why? Because the kid's himself. Because he doesn't give a fuck about any of you or your bullshit. He does his own thing. And he's fucking
Bass
awesome.
fishing is too easy.
And all
Oh
of you
my
could learn
God.
from that. All of you motherfuckers that I see could learn from that. That's it. I'm done this week. I'm done.
You
But
know what?
listen to what I'm saying.
I wanna go on a more positive note.
Exactly.
I watched a fishing YouTube video for the first time in a long time, and a fucking damn, I can't find it because the story's gone. But Alex Parrick had posted it actually,
Jesus
and it was
Christ.
these two young kids, a couple, from I don't think they were from Texas, but they drove to Texas because they saw a video from Skinner Baits, who makes those soft plastic glide baits out in Texas, and like a cool cast to catch. And they were like, "Yo, I want to experience that. Like, I want to catch a giant bass on a glide bait." I think the young man had decent amount of experience fishing, but his girl was pretty new to it, and they just decide on spring break to fucking up and drive how many
Oh yeah, I
hours
seen that. I
to
seen that. Yeah,
Texas
it was
on
beautiful actually.
on this mission to catch a giant bass, and they fucking did it. It took them a week, but they both caught like fucking 9-10 pound bass out of Texas. Their first trip there, just went on a whim, hit the Skinner Baits guy up to see if they could link with him. He was busy, but he gave them some intel, and they freaking made it happen. And the amount of determination and persistence and just a story that was told, and the way that young man broke it down, like the actual essence of fishing, and how, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how hard you try, how dialed you are, how expensive your gear and your baits are. If those fish ain't biting that day, ain't nothing that you could do to make them bite. And you know what? Sometimes that's the glory of fishing, is that they're not always jumping in the boat. You know what I mean? You're not guaranteed to have the best day of your life every time that you go out and fishing, but that's what makes fishing beautiful. You know what I mean? You have that allure of, damn, I gotta come back out here again and put in some time to try and make that happen. It ain't just gonna happen. They ain't just gonna jump on the bank for me, and I thought that was it was a really unique way that I've seen fishing portrayed. I haven't quite seen a video like that, and it caught my eye. That was really cool.
I want to say something real quick because he mentioned that we're talking to 20 followers. This is coming from me, guys. Okay, this is coming directly from me. Okay, you guys as 20, you could be 20, 22, 20 billion. You guys mean the world to us. Okay, you guys, this wouldn't exist without you. Okay, each one of you are just as valuable as if you were 1,000 billion people. Okay, you're here, you showed up, and you supported, and you're part of a community. That's what a community is. It doesn't matter if it's one person, it's still somebody sitting in a community, bro. And that's the difference. It's not lovey-dovey. It's called being a normal human being. It's called being a grown, mature human being. That's
These
the
kids
difference
don't have
between
feelings no more, man. TikTok done numb their brains. The dopamine receptors
you
don't
know,
work no more, man.
I'm a very apathetic person too. However, I still understand the value of another human being. I'm a very apathetic person. A lot of people don't know me personally. I don't have very much empathy for other people. However, when it comes to building a community and knowing the worth of people, everyone's just as valuable as each other. Nobody brings more than each other to the table.
Oh no, he prays to Allah. We gotta get BB in here, man.
No, 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 no. You can pray to whoever you want, bro. You can pray to whoever you want. Pray to whoever you want, bro. In fact, hey, listen. Pray to whoever you want. You can pray to a Zoom worm. The fact of the matter is, bro, everyone.
He didn't even
Nobody
say it
bigger
right.
than the program, bro. Nobody
He didn't
bigger
even
than the
say it
program.
right. He said,
No, he said Allah. Yeah, no,
It's,
all right, yeah, no.
no. How you say it? Allahu.
Yeah,
Allahu
no,
Akbar. That's how you
he's
say
whoever
it.
this is, he's just trolling. But I'm still gonna use him as a vehicle
The
for a
whole
positive note.
thing is so dumb because we've got AI data centers going up on the Hillsborough fucking river.
Yes.
And you've got 2,500 against 2,500 in a fishing community bitching while the AI data center goes up in the Hillsborough and kills every fucking fish. Like, instead of 5,000 getting together and marching down there because we all love to fish. Like,
we're gonna have jacks with like human fingers. We're gonna have jack crevalles with human knees and stuff like that.
Yeah. But that's my bass fishing conspiracy, bro. It's why they're pushing bass fishing on us, because they can knock everything down and just dig retention ponds and throw bass in there. Be like,
yes,
yep. Because then all the natives that have, like, you know, snook, carp, anything that needs to run upriver, they want to replace. But,
yo, what if they create like AI fish, man? What if they replace fish?
No, bro,
with robots, like robotic.
No.
You guys want to sport fish now? You can sport fish with the new
Yeah.
Tarpon
Well,
2500.
You guys see the new live scope? You guys see the new live scope?
What's the new live scope?
Oh.
There's a new one?
Oh yeah, next gen. You could literally see it's gonna species identify.
No way. No.
Via AI?
That's not fun.
Not via AI yet, but it's going to show you the silhouettes of fish in ways that you've never seen, like them actively swimming. Like you're going to see a tarpon that looks like a tarpon swimming like a tarpon.
I mean, they're going to have an auto scan one real soon too, right?
I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a charter captain.
Actually, I don't know how.
Captain out of Boca Grande.
How has auto scan not happened yet?
Oh, the bong, Desmond, not the bag, but it's coming. It's coming,
right? Because
wow. The bag is crazy. He tries to say you doing rocks,
he's trying to say he's trying to say punching bag. I'm a lover though. I'm really not a fighter.
Me off, bro.
I don't.
He's talking about bag.
No, he's talking about blow.
No, he's talking about crack rock, man.
He's talking about rock.
No,
he's talking about that rock.
He's talking about. I did feel like I had to punch.
Real bad.
Yeah, no. He got it. He meant blow.
Real bad.
Oh, word. Yeah. I mean, I do. Yeah. I should have. Hey, maybe that's my problem. Maybe if I did that, it would actually calm me down.
Eric and Kyle Fitzpatrick be hanging out at How at the Moon, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's funny. That's funny that
boy.
Oh my gosh, How at the Moon, bro.
Kai, how funny is it that that's a thing now? Like he's a prominent
I mean, we saw it. We saw it 2 years ago. We seen it in his eyes.
How early were we? We were early.
It was in his eyes.
I like this
2 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, Desmond's awesome. But listen, no, I'm glad that
this shit is throwing me off, bro. We gotta call him something else. Bro.
Well,
wait, are you coming to ICAST, Des? Real Des?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and get there on Tuesday because I'm not actually gonna be able to go to ICAST. I mean, I could. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I could try and go on Thursday.
You better hit up.
I could go on Thursday.
You better hit up Snook Snacks. Get you a damn label, man. What the hell?
I'm finna go cry, twin.
Man.
Yo, guys, we'll get you a label, bro. If you want
to get you in, bro.
No.
You might have to pay the cool $150, but we'll get you in.
Well, no. The money's not the issue. The money's actually the bottom of the fucking list.
Then
however,
we can get you in, bro.
No. It's so I don't know if you guys know this, but they caught the guy that stole like my Hinkle and my Frenzy, and the trial is on the 16th.
Who caught him? The police?
The police. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but they got mad at me. They got so mad at me and threatened to arrest me the next time I tried to interfere with their investigation. On my tackle, by the way.
You were never getting that back if you didn't interfere.
Exactly.
Never getting it back.
Exactly. So
You're telling me the
threatened-
cops is involved? This is an investigation.
It's like well, it's
Over
not
a
an
fucking
investigation.
Hinkle trout.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to just get in a record because I was gonna try and file a claim. I was just gonna try and file a claim, like, yo, get the Hinkle was $500, the Frenzy was $400. I was gonna inflate prices like crazy and just roll with it, right? But then I was like, no, you know what? I can't let somebody steal from me, bro. I can't let somebody steal from me. I have to take this person. I have to snatch them.
He said I need to contact the authorities.
No, bro. I need to take this person. So I actually went to find the kid, and then I found his sister and his like little brother, and I was like, hey, I'm not gonna say what I said, but I just said I need to get these rods back ASAP. Thank you. They gave them back to me, and then that was supposed to be the end of it. And then they were like, oh yeah, no, we actually pulled this guy over. He's in jail right now. And I was like, all right, well, I don't want this kid to get arrested. Can he just like give me the shit back and like just like we can just let him go? Like I don't feel like he needs to go to jail for a fucking Hinkle, bro. It costs $20 to make it.
You're too nice.
Like
you're too nice.
No.
Man. These kids gotta learn their lesson, man. Ain't nothing in this world free.
What I was gonna leave out was I'm gonna beat him with that belt when he get out.
So Swim Bait Kid said I'm using all 5 years of boxing experience for my Hinkle.
Nah, bro. After you get a Hinkle, getting a Hinkle is like I can't explain it. It's like it seems like such a cool fabled bait up until you get it, and then you're like, I don't want to throw it because like it's gonna break. I broke a Hinkle. I broke part of my Hinkle on one snook catch. It just ate it, and then it chipped a piece off. That my respect. And then also I've gotten to like verbal shouting matches with Andrew Hinkle too.
We're
so it's like
doing the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh, thing.
So like
just give it an honest review.
exactly.
It's the skip effect.
Exactly. So me personally, the Hinkle, once I lost, I was actually more upset about the Frenzy because the Frenzy, that's my fourth Frenzy that I bought. I don't want to keep buying that bait. It's not. I don't want to keep buying Frenzies. It's like, yeah. So I was more upset about the Frenzy, to be honest. I bought another one. It's gonna get here soon. I'm putting an air tag in it somewhere because I can't do it again. I can't do it anymore.
Air tagging the glide bait is nasty.
I gotta air tag it, bro.
I think the only scenario that I've had similar to this where it's like you spend, well, I guess it's different because I didn't spend any money on this, but you see these reels and rods getting advertised for premium pricing. You know what I mean? New brands coming around. So you want to give it a try and see what the hype's about. You know what I mean? Why is this reel $400? Let me see. Then you get one.
Oh boy.
And you're having issues with it within the first 3 to 6 months that you haven't had reels that you've owned for a year, 2 years.
What issues,
3
Kai?
years.
What issues, Kai?
You know, when you press the button down to go and make a cast, maybe it won't engage all the way. So when you go to make that cast, it just flip back on you and you end up snapping off a bait or fucking or whipping it, or the bait whipping back at you and smacking you or your friend in the face that you're in the boat with or something like that.
What else?
You know, but that's just one issue. That's just one issue.
Else?
And then you're reeling and you feel something coming loose and you look at your knob and the rubber sleeve that's on your knob is sliding off the knob.
No way.
No
way.
Well,
That's
let me look
bad.
at this. Why is this only screwed on by a plastic cap? Who thought about this design?
Wait a minute, Kai, plastic. I thought this reel was $400. Plastic?
What, a plastic cap holding on a rubber sleeve onto the knob? That was kind of weird to me for $400.
Well, surely, okay. Well, listen, but you know, lemons happen though. Surely you got another one and it didn't have these problems.
Surely,
right?
you know, and this is it. So, you know, similar to Skip's situation, I didn't go and set up my camera and have a whole long form video made about my experience with this product. But you know, I made a quick little story post with a picture of the reel in the condition that it's in, saying, you know, for $400, I'd probably buy 4 PC funds before I buy
Yeah, I
this.
was about to say I never hear about this with PC Fun.
Because of this
I've
issue.
never heard
I
about
was
this
like,
with PC Fun.
God forbid somebody sees me using this reel and goes and spend $400 on it because they see, oh, yo, Kai's using it. Kai's catching fish on it. No, man, there's some things that need to be addressed with this reel. You know, I like the company. They make nice stuff, but this is $400. I don't know. I wasn't getting $400
400
worth
bones,
of productivity.
400 bones,
You know, and
400 bones, a third of rent.
you know what happened? You know what happened? This is funny. This goes into what we were talking about with World Class Zero and Mike Gilbert. We've been trying to have a conversation with this company on a serious tip for a little bit now. Can't get through to nobody. They ain't getting no replies and nothing. Reached out to try and, figure out what's going on with the reel when I was having these issues. Couldn't get through to nobody. I ain't getting no replies. I'm getting left on red. So it's amazing that once I make a story post, then I'm hearing from the CEO. And I get to get on the phone with the CEO for an hour, and he breaks everything down for me as to why that reel is $400 and how, the stuff that I'm telling him about, he's never heard about before.
Wait. Hold on. So let me get this straight. He didn't come into your comments and fight with you. He didn't come into
No.
He actually called you like a normal human being.
He sent me a DM. We talked. He said, reach out to me. Let's get on the phone and talk. I wanna explain to you what we actually about. And he explained to me what they actually about. And it was a great conversation. And we had a good convo. And he said, you know what? I want to get you another reel to see if we could fix that problem. And you know what? I gotta give the man credit. He sent me the reel. And I went out there and I had the same issues in a shorter amount of time.
Oh, no, that's crazy. That's kind of crazy.
So, this is what it is.
Same issues. And meanwhile, there was people telling us.
Well, most people don't fish,
that it's
though. Like, most people just don't actually fish with their stuff.
And then the best was someone told us, they were like, well, bro, I just buy new ones. So that's the attitude of some of these influencers.
You buy new ones.
So ladies and gentlemen, some of these influencers that are influencing you to spend $400 and buy a reel, they don't really give a fuck about what.
No. Let me expand on that.
Real, because they just buy.
Let me
they
expand
just buy
on that
a new
little
one.
bit.
Just letting you know,
on that a little bit. These are people who are selling you these products. They tell you, no, I don't get my reel service. When I have an issue with my reels, I just go hit up the CEO and get a new one.
Yeah,
I ain't getting real service. What the hell?
So that's what's being said behind the scenes.
You know what you should do? You should use that manufacturer warranty, mail that reel in, have them have it for 6 weeks while they work on it, and you trying to do guide trips and film and this and that, and just give us 6 weeks and we'll get it back to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's $400, because we gonna fix it and get it back to you.
Yeah.
But the guy who's selling it to you, he just throw his away and get a new one.
Somebody said
just letting y'all know, man.
What? Somebody said the best reel on the market is the Saltus MQ.
Listen,
spinning reel.
I said it last pod. You guys want that budget bait caster? That Pissy Fun ain't failed me yet. $90. I haven't had one thing go loose on it. I've landed big ass.
He said for the price. I'm sorry, for the price.
For the price.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
I think PC Fun, like those alley is whatever, they're $90. You could tell you
what, between DCam and Summertime Outdoors, Ethan Summer, that reel has proven itself to me without me using it. And then I put it in my hands and I'm like, all right, I get it now. If these guys could go out here and catch triple-digit tarpon and 50-inch muskie on it, it's going to be able to do what I needed to do for $100. Even if I don't get a full year out of it. You know what I'm saying? It was $100. It was $100.
Even when I think about spinning reels, like the Shimano Stratic is an amazing reel. That's an amazing spinning reel. The Saragossa, and another amazing reel in that same pricing category. The Tsunamis, those what are the ones that the fully sealed ones?
The Saltex.
I hear nothing. Yeah, the Saltex. I hear nothing but great things about those. There are tons
you gotta
of
get
reels.
the second gen. The first gen blows.
Yeah, I've
Tidbit right
heard
there.
great things about it. See, this is like what we want to hear from you, Desmond. We want to hear like actual contributions to the conversation. Thank you.
Nah,
Who said
man.
Penn is the entry brand company?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. I love Penn. I use
Penn probably
Penn
makes
a
some
lot
of the
of the
most
time.
reliable shit out there right now.
Dude,
Honestly,
the
Yeah.
200
Penn definitely
fathom is
makes
the
sense.
only
reason-
fake caster I'm ever
the
buying.
only reason Penn gets a bad rap is because they're heavy
Yes.
and they don't appeal to the fucking niche hipster fucking culture that's been created
They don't have like a crazy nice
amongst-
design on it.
amongst gear and
Yeah, they
JDM
don't care
shit.
about design. Yeah.
They made one mistake in the sense of they like tried to introduce some cheaper lines of reels and rods that are like, you know, entry level. Like you get what you pay for, but
like
instead
the
of making
battle and the fierce and stuff.
instead of making it like a sub brand not called Penn, they tried to slap the Penn label on it. But then it gives their actual reels a bad name because they share Penn. But like, bro, you look at any tuna boat in the country and it has internationals on it. Like it's
Yeah.
not even a fucking question, you know?
Yeah.
Dude,
Daiwa
the Fathom
too,
is my
man.
favorite reel. The 200
That would
Fathom,
BG, yeah.
unbelievable, bro.
I will say, yeah, shout out to Daiwa as well. Every time
I just think about that story with Bill taking the Daiwa CEO out.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
For the salt, yeah, it all depends on what you're talking about. It's every time I've bought a Daiwa budget product, whether it's like usually when I buy a Daiwa, it's on the cheaper side. Like I actually just went into Dick's and it was when I took Sophie trout fishing and we needed to get her a whole setup, you know. So I'm not trying to spend tons of money, man. I bought like an $80 Daiwa reel. I don't even know what it's called, and a $50 Daiwa rod. I was using it all weekend, slaying big trout. I was kind of jealous. I'm like, I want to take this setup back with me, you know. But Daiwa makes some good for the price though. But if you're going off Montauk and the salt, yeah, you're gonna need that Van Stahl, you know.
Yes, my Pro-X shadowed me after like a couple months of me snook fishing with it, but I hear good things about it for the musky world. I feel like Daiwa is one of those brands where like you have to use it specifically for what it's made for. Unlike most other brands, like they excel at whatever they do, but it's like just in that category. Like I wouldn't use the Ryoga to snook fish. I would only use it for bass fishing, and it would be like amazing at it. But I would never use it to like fight against a snook or a tarpon. I feel like that'd just be asking for trouble.
Mm-hmm. Has anybody used the new Soul, the Daiwa Souls? Those youngs look nice too.
No, I haven't used it. I actually want to grab a Surte eventually.
Spinning reel?
This guy named Luke Slimmer.
Spinning reel.
If you got $50, go buy a fucking old Cardinal. Like end of the day, 2,500 Abu Garcia Cardinal, and you could go anywhere in the fucking world, dude, for $50. But
it's true.
I still have a 25. I have like a couple Cardinals because that was like my go-to in the plastic packaging at Dick's, ready to go.
Let me see. Hold on. I need
and
to
throw
look
that
this
thing on an ugly stick, and you could fight.
Daiwa Cardinal?
At the end of the day, bro, like most fishing we do. Like not most at this point, like, but up until a certain point, like 95% of what people are doing, you can do it with that.
Franks versus alley hose,
bro. In Montauk,
no, that's two different things, bro. I feel like
bro, think about this. They didn't even have braided line until like the 90s. Like,
what?
Imagine fishing without braid. I can't even fathom that for some of the stuff we do. And like, everyone's out here talking about fucking ratio this and fucking weight that. I don't know. Bro, these guys were out throwing 80-pound mono catching because they put time on the water. On the water. They understood the cycles and the patterns, and they put themselves in position to fucking do it. And you know what? All of these reels are made in the exact same two fucking factories. The only difference is like the weight of the material that they use is like the pricing difference. And honestly, you end up paying sometimes more money for worse shit because they just want it to feel lighter. So when you pick it up, because most people test their reel this way. They go into Bass Pro Shops, they pick it up off that stupid little thing, and they go like this, and they go, "Oh, this one's lighter than this one."
Yeah,
that's it. Like
I used to do that.
Like that's how people buy reels. That's how people buy reels. At the end of the day, it's like, bro, just I don't know. Does it crank? Like, dude, we go out with Croy. You see the shit Croy uses?
Croy doesn't even know what reels he owns. He just goes out. He sees like, okay, there's 4 reels on the deck this morning.
I'm good to go.
Good to go. Do they turn? Does the handle turn? Kinda. All right, let's run it.
You know what I think too? I think brands need to start actually doing research on who they want to actually have sell their product, because like a guy like Croy is perfect for like Abu/Pin. It's just get up and go. That's like the perfect person for Pin. But then like you'll have like Pin go out and like get the most like, oh my god, like I love the design of this, the design cues and the shapes in the bottom. No, we don't care about that if we're getting a Pin. We want an armored vehicle as a reel, and we just want to be able to slam it everywhere.
Well, for real, I mean, that's been part of our thing with Uncle Larry's, is giving the Croys, the Jakes, Desmond, all of these people that wouldn't get a platform in the traditional industry, you know, like we want to give these people a platform. We feel that these are the people that should be not only representing and selling products, but just like representing fishing and the culture.
It's all
and
together.
like
exactly.
When kids get into fishing, it's like these are the people that we want to be influencing them to do it, you know? So that's a big goal of ours as we continue to grow, is to give those types of people platforms.
I gotta say, what are the odds of like the actual Pin factories probably manufacturing something within the military industrial complex? There's probably there's probably some high likely version of them, like whatever factory makes the Fathom and the Slammer probably makes bullet shells as well, or like probably makes flak jackets.
They're all owned by the same people building the data centers. It's the same 3 conglomerates. It leads back to the same 3 families, and they all start with an R. Rockefeller,
The Rothschilds,
Rothschild, and fucking
the Rick Owens,
fucking something else.
Ric Flair.
Yeah, Rothschild, Rockefellers, and Ric Flair.
Yo, Grant McCoy got a good point. Fishing is cool again. And
yes,
I feel like it's like golf in the sense of like, oh yeah, I want other people to like the sport I like and care about it, until you show up to a golf course and see there's 50 people waiting to play in front of you.
Always.
Like, kind of like fishing.
It is like, weird that golfing is cool right now. It is kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but that's why
it'll never really actually be cool. But like
that. But that's why it's great. Like I want the Croys and the Jakes to be influencing kids, because like not many of them are gonna do what the Croys and the Jakes are gonna do. You know, we won't. It may create a few of them, but it won't create like the masses can't go free dive in 80 feet.
Well,
and
we have to learn how to fly a seaplane, because like. That's the real way. That's the only way I could think of to start fishing like actual untapped waters. Because I'm so tired of like, we'll do the craziest shit ever and see footprints in a Gatorade bottle. And I'm like, how did somebody else think to do this? And it's mind blowing. And at the end of the day, it's like, there are these magic pools, but they hold one fish. And like, if that fish is caught in the last 3 months, sometimes that's it. Like, we got to start flying fucking seaplanes. And like
seaplanes.
That'd be kind of hard too. That's
kind
of sick.
I just saw some. Corey, listen. From everything I've seen, Pissy Fun and Cast King are not the same thing. No. I'm just telling you. I'm being real. I've noticed.
I've tried a Cast King reel, and yeah, I've tried it, bro.
I don't think you could do the things that you do that other people have done with the Pissy Fun that you could do with a Cast King. That's just
Cast King. Cast King belongs in Walmart.
I agree.
That's where Cast King belongs.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it is.
I'm sorry.
A lot of it's drop shipped too. A lot of it's drop shipped. Yeah. I won't say too much on that. A lot of it's drop shipped.
I mean,
actually, ironically, Cast King's one of the only reel companies that's opening up their own factory. Which is kind of nuts.
Which is crazy.
We met the owner, and I'll say this about Cast King. Like, we met the owner. He's this Chinese dude. I forget his name. That guy is locked in.
Yeah.
business wise, bro.
So
like,
are they going to start, or they have already started?
Like they're in. I'm assuming that's not an overnight process, but
Okay.
like they're. And
I'm excited to see how the change will be.
I haven't used any of the reels that have allegedly come out of this new factory or not. I have used the pissy funds on DCam's boat, and I gotta say, dude, we're throwing I don't even know, like lead, fucking
Yeah.
weights we're throwing are massive, and like, dude, those reels handled, man, and they were like nice, it's fun to throw. So I only
Simple.
know it from the perspective of comparing the PC fun I've used, which is great, and the old Cast King stuff. In fairness,
That's fair.
but also like just how they market and who they like put their stuff out to. Like as a consumer, I see who one supports and who the other supports, and like it's kind of a no-brainer who I'm trying to lean towards. And I don't got the time to be picking up 20 different reels. I'm gonna go with what DCam's using because that guy is catching big fucking fish. And like,
you know what's funny though? What we just explained, that is at the end of the day the power of this, where we're at with who influences people to buy things. Because we always talk about we are not average consumers. We are not easily swayed. But when I see Ethan Sommer put another triple-digit tarpon to the kayak with a pissy fun, or I see DCam catch another 50-inch muskie, or I catch another 40-inch snook using that reel, it's like, what do you think's going to happen? I'm going to go buy more pissy funs. I mean, for $90.
Fishing is like the hardest thing to sell people on until they catch one fish. And then it's the hardest thing to get them to switch to something else. Because it's like, I mean,
it's almost like a mojo associated with it.
Bro, like I threw a fucking Senko for 4 years because it was like, yeah, I caught a bass. Finally caught a bass on this lure. And it was like, all right, I'm going to only use that shit. And like, so it's like a hard thing to sell people into unless you're the first. If you can get somebody's first experience, you got a customer for fucking life. That's the thing. So then people,
well said.
Kind of goes back full circle because then this is where people then defend something to the grave because you haven't actually like tried.
Almost cult-like.
Yeah.
Almost cult-like. Yo, how have we not gotten Ethan on the pod yet? I feel.
Yeah, Ethan should definitely.
Because he's fishing, you know.
He's a busy man.
He's not talking.
He's not talking. He out there in the field.
He's not typing in our comments. He's actually fishing with both hands.
He's not talking. He's not ready to
he's really
mouth. He's fishing.
I wanna talk about something too. Like we were talking about absorbing earlier, and I've had trouble and issues doing that myself. I've been trying to work on that, trying to be like a sponge when it comes to fishing because I feel like I'm stuck in my ways because I fish by myself a lot. And literally, when I went over to the East Coast, they do shit way differently than I normally do it. And I had an interaction with one of my friends, right? It's a close friend of mine, and he was like, "Yo, we put on these BKK hooks. I don't have one by me. The BKK hook is literally like this big. It's huge, and it's these bright silver. They look like silver chains. It's that shiny and bright and obnoxious. And I was
Raptors.
The Raptors. And I was just like, I don't really know. Like I normally downsize my hooks just to have like a different presentation. We're going snook fishing as well, and he legit just turned to me. It's me and him talking. And he just turns to me. He locks it. And he's like, "Yo, how many 40s have you caught?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, fair. That is a great comeback." So I was like, "All right, well, you know what? You're right. Let me shut up and let me listen." And I firmly believe that if I didn't put those Raptors on, I would have lost that fish easily. Actually, no, I would have definitely lost it because I was going to put on the owner STX is like the 1/0s.
Yeah,
I would have lost that fish for sure. And I feel like people don't do that enough where like they just try and be a sponge because they feel like it hurts their pride. I don't really know where that came from in the fishing industry, but it's definitely something that I think if more people do, fishing can progress so much faster.
Well
that's
said,
real,
Devin.
man. It's
Well
a
said.
lot of the stuff that a lot of the advice that you get from people in the fishing industry, majority of the time, it's coming from a place of, I've been
Of
here.
love. Yeah.
I've done that. Let me try and keep you from having, a bunch of those experiences if I can, because I've been there already. I've had that experience. Done that.
And I think I do a poor job of tone sometimes. I wear my heart on my sleeve for better or worse. This fishing stuff I'm very, very passionate about. But specifically, I want to let everyone know that listens to when I get in that mode, when I get closer to the camera and I get loud. Again, when you hear those words, if it does apply to something you're doing, I think like Kai said, it really is coming from a place of, I want you, if you are trying to do this, like we have had 10-year-old kids. There was a kid in our old house, lived across the street, would wait at the bus stop every morning. I'd walk outside. He'd call me Uncle Larry. And he walked up to me one day and he literally asked me, he's like, hey man, like, how do I do what you guys do? Like, I love, like, you guys seem like you have so much fun. Like, how do I do what you, and I truthfully don't know what to say in that scenario most of the time, other than, please, if you're going to be on the internet and you're going to try your hand at this fishing content creation thing, just try and be yourself. That is the advice. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but it's the only way you're going to have longevity. So if I get at the screen, I yell about, like have original thoughts and go out there and just fish and go on Google Maps and it gets loud sometimes. That's why, because if you are trying to do it, I respect it. I want to see people succeed in it, but just try that out. Please,
and it's cool to be
out.
chalant too, bro. It's cool to be chalant. It's cool to like use the emotions that God fucking gave you. God literally gave you them, bro. It's cool to be passionate about something. It's corny whenever people are trying to be nonchalant and trying to be reserved about something. I think it's so stupid, bro. That's my 2 cents about that.
I mean, and again, like I sometimes I need to learn to keep my emotions in check. I truly do believe that, but I also believe that part of the reason why I'm 30 years old and we're still here within this fishing thing is because from a very young age, I have been that passionate about it. This is the thing that makes me act like that and feel those emotions and get that passion. And so, yeah, like if you have that thing and it is fishing, lean into that. Don't run away from that. But be yourself, man. People are going to respect it.
There's a lot of videos out there of 10-pound bass getting caught. There's a lot of them. But there's a reason that video that we filmed went the way that it went. And it's not because of the bass. It's because of the energy. It's because of that passion. It's because people could feel through that moment the passion, the emotion. Like, damn, what the fuck in this world could ever make me act like that? You know what I mean? What in this world could have me out there with 3 of my friends laughing and screaming to that extent? Do I have something that I do that could make me feel like that? Do I have a hobby that I can immerse myself in that'll make me feel like that? I need to find something that makes me feel.
Not many people find it.
I want to. You know how many people, bro? When that video came out, that video is what, almost 3 years old now. I remember having this conversation with this girl, a random girl that I grew up with, doesn't fish anything. And she was like, "I watched that video of you fishing," and I'm like, "Damn!" It really made me sit down for like an hour and think to myself, "Yo, what do I like to do? Do I have anything that I like to do in this world? Do I have anything that I'm passionate about? Do I have something that makes me like actually feel something aside from the mundane routine that I do every day? Like, what do I have that actually holds some fucking precedent in my heart, in my soul, in my life? You know what I mean? And is a powerful question. That's a powerful point of reflection in somebody's life, to be able to go and try and find something.
Ooh,
something
life
in the
with
world.
Purpose.
Life with purpose.
Life with purpose.
Something that gives me purpose. something that makes me feel
Life
like,
and
all right,
purpose.
this is what the fuck I should be investing my time and energy into. And I hope that everybody in this world finds that, whatever the fuck it may be, whether it be music, whether it be fashion, whether it be art, whether it be fucking building cars, whatever the fuck it is, find something that fucking lights a fire in you that makes you scream like a fucking fucking tribal member.
Like a 5-year-old girl. You know how many times I've been called a fag and a 5-year-old girl, and what are you doing screaming like that? And yeah, fuck yeah. I hope I get called that 1,000 times more. I'm living way more than you, bro. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. If you're being called that and that's the energy that you're giving off, you are doing something right in this world.
It's funny. It's funny because I made a story once where it's like I think I was talking about emotion or just showing emotion within fishing. Like everything's become so mundane. Like you got guys pulling up fucking 15-pounders and they're acting like it's just a 3-pounder or something, just nonchalant.
Cool,
you know
dude.
what I mean? It's like bro, please, like feel something. Like what the you just did something that 90% of the population wishes that they could do. And I remember Josh Jones reaching out to me on that story, and he was like, "This is real, bro. Like this is something that I've been trying to work on. It's like showing more emotion, showing more passion." You know what I mean? Like Josh Jones, somebody who's caught more fucking double-digit fish than most people. You know what I mean? Self-reflecting, like, damn, yeah, things have gotten to a point to where this shit is just like an enemy. And like, is that normal? Is that normal? Am I supposed to just feel like, every time I go out and one of my clients lands a 13? Like,
no.
If I don't hear that
all.
scream, bro, if we catch a big fish together and I don't hear that scream coming from behind me, I'm looking at you like,
yo, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Doing this anymore? Why does it even matter? If we're not screaming like that when those moments happen, I don't see what the point is. That's why we do it. That's why we put ourselves through all the misery of going out on these 100-degree days and paddling.
Yeah, well, that's what people don't understand. It's like there's such a fine line between like self-harm and some of the situations we put us in, because it's like a very thin line. But like you gotta put yourself so close to fucking dying so that when like you don't, and when like it's so, dude, we put ourselves in situations, bro. When we were in Michigan with Jake and we were crossing that river. We were crossing that river in the middle of the fucking March with ice flowing around us, and it's like waist deep. And if we took the wrong step, bro, you know how excited I was just to get back to the car, just to like, you didn't have to catch a fish, man. But like, fuck, dude, it reminds you of like, yo, okay, there's something going on out here. Like, this is some worthwhile shit. And sometimes you got to put yourself in a situation to feel that again. And like,
you better enjoy the struggle.
It's better when it's at the high end of that spectrum. But like, all right, if you go from your couch to that 13-pounder, like you just went from here to here. But if you go from your couch to dragging that shit through the mud and almost stepping on a gator, and you start from way down here, and then you like, dude, I love stretching that fucking limit both ways, but it's got to go both ways. And nobody wants to go down to sling up. Everyone wants to just go up.
Everyone wants to be always so good at something on the first try. Also.
And that's where I would even like challenge ourselves is like, all right, we have all these bougie convos now about like fucking kayaks, motors and lures and baits, whatever. And it's like, all right, that's all well and good if you use it to go somewhere that you couldn't have before. If you use that shit and just use it to get better in your same body of water for the same species of fish where you're already comfortable and you can go from here to here, like, bro, like that's not even like, you're not even starting from the couch to get to there. You're starting from your boat to get to there. You actually just made your experience gap smaller. Like
plateauing.
There's no honor in that. There's no honor.
No, like, dude, if you're gonna have a better sword and better armor, like you should be up closer to the front lines, not like fucking towards the back. If anything, you got to charge harder, bro. Charge harder. And like, I'm speaking to myself. Like,
Yeah,
a lot of times we have these convos and these rants, and like, I think sometimes I can come like any of us maybe come across that we're talking at people, bro. I'm talking to myself. Like, I'm looking at myself on this podcast, using this once a week to fucking remind myself, like, yo, like next week, maybe in fucking Thailand, I might never go back. I better fucking fish for 48 hours straight. Like, when I have 48 hours, it better be like that, because fuck, I better remind myself I'm gonna go watch Kai scream, just so I hope I have a moment that makes me feel half of that. Like, fuck, dude, this shit gets
yeah.
This
fuck
shit gets
yeah,
excited, dude.
I love it. This is great. This is great.
That's why Wetzel won't come off the rocks, bro. The guy's 60 years old and he could fish any fucking way, any way he wants, and with any connection he wants to. But like, he's not as it's uncomfortable. What he's doing is hard. That's why he likes it, because it's hard, bro.
That's
he knows
real,
his
bro.
purpose. Bill knows his purpose. He's known it for a very long time.
Well, and that's like when I hear Kai's debriefs on like, all right, like, yeah, you got the Newport, got this boat, but like, what is he doing? What are you guys doing with it? It's like, bro, you're fucking 70 miles instead of 3. Like, that's what it's for. Like, it's not to make your fucking run around the pond a little more comfortable. Like,
and I want to play devil's advocate to myself when it comes to that point specifically, because we talk a lot about these new advances within the fishing industry, and we got a lot of opinions and criticisms on them, and a lot of people could spin that to what we do. It's like, well, you got these electric motors on your kayak now, you know what I mean? A lot of people say that that's not even kayaking, like, you know what I mean, you're cheating. They use like the same logic that we use with like live scope. It's like, well, then get rid of your electric motor and go out there.
You ever tried to paddle 3 miles and win?
You know, and it's like, okay, that's fine. Don't have any problem doing that. Did it for the whole entirety of my fucking life before we got these kayaks. You know what I mean? But the thing that we are utilizing these motors for is to now expand that range. It's like, yeah, we might have been able to do the same thing we're doing in these Newports, in the paddle kayaks or the pedal drives, but physically, mentally, you know what I mean? You got to give something, you know, like you're not going to be able to perform on the same level. There's a point where you utilize these tools to help better your game. And I get that for so many different aspects of fishing, live scope, whatever example you want to input within that. I get it, but don't let that hamper what you're doing, and don't let that allow you to get comfortable. You know what I mean? And put yourself in this box, in this cube. Use those tools to help expand, to go even harder. And push yourself even harder, so you're going even further and doing even more than you did before. You're not getting more comfortable, you're getting more uncomfortable, utilizing these tools to help you do so. And I think that's the way that you go about this shit.
In the simplest terms too, bro. You ever tried to paddle against the wind for 2 miles? Yo.
Quite a bit, yeah. With Johnny's knees sticking out of the kayak.
I was in a kayak. Bro. The guy sold it because his 14-year-old outgrew it. I'm 6'3".
People don't understand, man. Like, I just really think people don't understand. Like, there was a 14-foot alligator in this lake. We named it Harold, and Johnny was rolling around in an 8-foot kayak with his knees sticking up, hooking over slots.
I got bumped by it, dude.
We've been there.
Oh, yeah, in the creek. Yeah. Smack the kayak.
We've been there. Like,
I caught a 37-38 standing where Harold was the next day. Out of the kayak.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
We've been there. And now it's like, now that we have the motors, come hang with some of the gators that Kai and I have been seeing now that we got more range.
Now that we have these motors, we're literally not even fishing the same bodies of waters that we were. It's like, okay, now I have this capability. my mind has elevated to its next level. Like, I'm not worried about the same shit I was worried about when I was paddling. Now I'm gonna go take on the shit that I couldn't take on when I just had the paddle kayak.
Tell you what, now it's like with the range now too. Like I was just saying, now you're really seeing the wild side. Like
wait until we get out in the fucking ocean. I just need to get my fucking balls up. Only reason I haven't taken this thing to the fucking Skyway is because I'm a pussy. That's the only reason that I have not taken this fucking Newport to this fucking Skyway.
Yeah,
is because I'm fucking scared that one of the fucking cruise ships is going to capsize me.
If we want to talk little preview to the future, ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like with some of the new things developing in the Uncle Larry's universe, that might be a little bit more possible here in the near future. We're talking bigger bodies of water. We're talking bigger adventures.
I want to take this shit out to the oil rigs and catch fucking world record Cubera like fucking Jason Diver. That's what I want to do.
And a freshwater tip. Both of them were expanding bigger and better for the rest of the year. It's coming, man. It's gonna be good. Awesome. We got anything? Next week's episode, ICAST 2026. Live from the.
Live from the reschedule so we can do it on Tuesday.
Okay, so everyone on here, this is the we'll put it in the Instagram story and all that. It's gonna be the 1 week. We're actually gonna do Tuesday night instead of Wednesday night because Johnny is going to be at ICAST with us on Tuesday night. So I don't know. We're gonna have to book an Airbnb. Maybe we'll get people to pull up to the Airbnb. Maybe we'll go live
in
at
person.
Sims dinner. I don't know.
In person could be crazy.
We just whip it out at the Sims dinner.
No, we should have the podcast at ICAST on Wednesday.
Just go around
on the floor.
On the floor, live stream, live on our speed shit.
So, who's our friends of the program this week?
Friends of the program, Desmond Fetterman, come on the pod.
Desmond Fetterman, friend of the program.
You took mine, man. All right, good. Someone else go.
I'll go Rob Chapman. Mine. I just chopped it up with Rob Chapman for the first time in a while.
Beast. How's he doing?
Just the fucking man, bro. You know, he's like catching world record bonefish, you know, at least so he says. And like I don't know what the guy does. He apparently does like 20 different things, and then like every year he's in the Bahamas with this behemoth bonefish, and I'm like, bro, we got to go do that with him.
On a mission, too.
He's on a mission. He's going to do it, dude. He's going to do it.
I've been following for a minute now. How long? He's been out there for like fucking 2 weeks now, hasn't he?
I think he's back. He's back. But
is he back? Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's broken the bonefish record, but like all those records are BS because like they've all been broken and you got to pay a bunch of money and like use the line class weight.
So I found Desmond Fetterman.
Master and stuff. And like, it's a kind of a joke. So, like, I think he's broken the official record multiple times. He's just now trying to do it in a recognized way. So,
before we go, you know, something that kind of messed me up when it comes to line class records. I didn't realize that majority of the line class records that they have were done in the most egregious, atrocious ways that you could even fathom in your mind. Like you would think line class record, you see, you know, a guy caught 130-pound grouper on 8-pound test. It's like, yo, no, yeah, that was a grueling fight that he had to do for freaking 2 hours. It's like, no, these guys are like chumming fish up to the boat and then like getting them to eat on these small line tests and then just following them around with the boat until they fucking kill themselves. Yeah, until they die type shit. Like this this is how a lot of these line class records have been achieved. So that was eye-opening to me.
You mean like a big largemouth in Texas on live scope?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. You know what? Shout out live scope.
That's so funny,
pod, man.
Only record that matters is did you beat the one you caught before? Like compete against
Mr. Fetterman. Mr. Fetterman, I want to say this. I just found your Facebook and your huddle. Crack open them books, bro. Crack open the fucking books, dog. Crack open the fucking books, dog.
Is the feds for real, man.
Wait, you say the huddle? The Huddy highlight?
Yeah, crack open the books, bro. Crack open them damn.
He a tight end?
No, he's not.
Not a tight end.
He's
I
not.
found I did find the gram. I was peeping the fish catches.
Nah,
I mean, there's a couple decent fish on there, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Fish reference. We need a fish reference for everyone.
But like the thing with like the fish is like, bro, like I'm looking at these fish, right? It's like, yo, I outfished this shit in a year in Florida. I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, bro, you're gonna
Just saying.
like,
I mean, all the everyone's wants to talk about us being from Jersey. You know, it's like
Nobody's bigger than the
that's
program.
the superpower. Being from Jersey is the superpower, yo.
yeah.
Because like you come in with a fresh mind, fresh perspective. I'm telling you, it's harder for me to fish in Long Island now than it is to fish in Jersey or in Florida. Because Florida, I have an open mind. I'm ready to try it. But yeah. Anyways, oh wait, Nolan Miner. I just got on go for another hour. What is that?
Oh, no, he's saying he just got on, so we need to talk for
So we
another
need
hour.
to go for another.
Nah, no,
Yeah,
you can't do
Well,
that, dude.
No.
Nolan.
No. Well,
Nolan, this is literally the end, bro. This is literally the end. You want to come in here on that Nolan major shit?
Nolan Miner, huge friend of the program.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one to end it on. Nolan is a vehement friend of the program. Congratulations to Nolan as well. Engaged, wedding next year. Very exciting.
I'm peacing.
All right, yeah, we got to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 26. Leveon Bell. We will be back with you next week, live from ICAST. Very exciting. Stay safe. Stay durable. Yeah, day one.
Stay dirty.
Stay durable. Stay dirty. Nolan is a day one. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.
Stay Desmond.
I'm a giant! I'm the PB!
Thank you.